If you are somebody who struggles with sleep anxiety, then you probably feel as though you're stuck in a cycle where you spend all day worrying about the fact that you haven't slept, you feel tired, you feel fed up, maybe very emotional, lacking in motivation. And then when you go to bed, you are worried about not sleeping, and that in turn leads to not sleeping. So that cycle of insomnia can be really tough once you're trapped in it. But there are things that you can do to change how you feel about sleep and the fear of not getting enough sleep. The first thing that I would say to anyone is that it's sleep quality that matters, not sleep quantity. So often we're bombarded with this idea that everybody needs to have 8 hours of good quality sleep. But actually what's more important is the quality, not the quantity. So try to focus on that. If you can only get 6 hours, but they were really good quality hours of sleep, that's far more important than getting 8 hours of broken sleep where you still feel tired and groggy the next day. One of my top tips for people who are struggling with sleep anxiety is to get into the habit of writing things down. So most of us who worry, we tend to try and ignore it during the day. We try to distract ourselves from it and not think about it because we're trying to make it go away. But actually it doesn't work. The harder you try and ignore something and suppress it, the more your mind will want to think about it. And the best time for your mind to then get its own way and think about it is in the middle of the night when it's pitch black, it's dark, you're feeling isolated and alone, and that's when those thoughts are all going to come rushing in. So the best thing that you can do is to allocate some time during the day to writing down your worries. So don't let them be in control of you anymore. Open yourself up to them. What is it that you're worried about? And try and be really thorough. Write down everything that you're worried about with your sleep. Whether it's what if I can't sleep tonight and my health is going to be affected, or what if I can't concentrate well at work and I lose my job. Whatever they may be, write them down. Once you've written them down, it's a really therapeutic way to see and get things into perspective. And sometimes you can get a change of feeling just by seeing it on paper like that. But then what you can do is actually start to label the thoughts a little bit. How many of them are real problems? And by real problem, I'm not minimising the fact that you're worried, but how many of them have actually happened? So have you lost your job purely because of lack of sleep? So label them as real problems, or how many are hypothetical? How many are what ifs? What if I can't sleep? What if I can't fix this? What if it affects my health? And by labelling them as what if thoughts, you can then say to your mind, I acknowledge that I've got this thought, but then you can choose not to engage in that worry anymore. So it's the cycle of worry and engaging in the worry and going down that chain which causes the anxiety, which leads to further poor sleep. If you simply acknowledge and accept that you have a worry, but choose not to engage in it because you know that engaging in it won't make you feel any better, then this is still a technique. So you look at your hypothetical worries, you accept them, be kind to yourself, but then you choose to let them go. Whenever they crop up again, you label them, it's that worry back again, but you let it go. What this will do is it will mean that when you go to bed at night time, you're less likely to find that these thoughts are desperately trying to get into your head because you've already acknowledged them. There's lots of other things that you can do, both from a physical perspective and a cognitive thought perspective, to help with sleep anxiety and improving your sleep. And if you want to find out more about that, the best thing to do is register for my free sleep webinar. Details are below. If you have any questions, please put in the comments below, or if you know anybody who suffers with sleep anxiety, then please share with them. Thank you.